more artists on the track there with JD Crutch. Containing COVID. It's 8 o'clock. Let's go to the phones and get Fred. Fred, no? Sir, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's talk about this real quick. Your situation. You went yesterday to get a grab-and-go meal, and what happened?
Yeah, I went, and the second time I went, and they had ran out.
Where did you go? Which
I went to FB in Jigo.
FB Leon Guerrero, Jigo, yep. That is one of the sites. What time?
And then I went around maybe 12:30, and they already ran out. So I went towards Wedding Gal, and Wedding Gal's line was just ridiculous. So I figured by the time we get to the gate, it's going to be 1 o'clock, and then there'd be no more or something. So I just ended up coming back home.
Wow.
Yeah. And also to speak on the behalf of what the governor had said, go apply for food stamp. She makes it sound so easy because she doesn't need to worry about it. We try to inquire about that too, and there's a lot of steps to take in order to even begin to apply for food stamp. They got to go out and get a lot of paperwork, mayor's verification, and all those other things, and that's like totally going against the lockdown.
Yeah, and the mayor's offices, a lot of them are on, they're closed.
Yeah. And the way they said, I didn't catch that news yesterday, but I'm watching you guys' live feed, and the way she said it is like she's just winging it. Yeah, go get food stamp. That's not right, Mm-hmm. And the days go by, and people are getting more and more hungry. And I'm not saying I'm going to lead to violence, but a lot of other people will start to increase crime rate on this stuff.
You're seeing the kids that are out there violating curfew laws, and who knows, some of them are breaking into homes because they're hungry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's just like I didn't like the fact that she said go apply for food stamp and then called it 311. The 311's for the tax. I went ahead and I called that to see what's that about. And then I talked to the lady at the revenue and tax, and then she said that it depends. Also, people will be getting their stimulus checks, but it depends on something about when you filed your tax. So that goes to show that just not everybody might get their money.
Right, and so we're going to get Daphne Shimizu, a Rev and Tax, on the show here in just a few minutes. Man, I don't know what to tell you about the grab-and-go meals. I know that we had the superintendent on, and I know that they've worked so hard. They went from giving out, several thousand to 10,000 meals to 12,000 meals to include breakfast. So, I mean, they're meeting this need, and I can't thank them enough because that's what we need to see from our government. We need to see.
Yeah, I mean, I know they're doing their part, but the government
he's not even in the
briefings.
briefings.
The governor should do a little extra to ensure that there is enough. Get out and put the footwork in. Don't just go to a press conference and look like a retard and say nothing but and can't even answer a question properly. It's really not good. She's really unprofessional about this whole thing.
Yeah, I don't think and I think the real problem is the lack of compassion and lack of empathy to actually say, go apply for food stamps. And I think there's a 311 number that you can call. It's just
that 311 number is only revenue and tax, and then you got to call public health for that assistance.
Wow,
maybe
311 made it sound like it was, a 411. All your info, come on, bring it on, 311. I mean, they made nice fancy graphics. Like, come on, everybody, call. Unbelievable.
She's just winging it. She's basically the way I feel about her. She's unprepared for all the questions you guys throw at her.
Yeah, that's why we're limited to only two questions.
We only get two.
She's choking in the middle of the questions. She should better prepare herself for this. She should be on all the news just as much as we are, so she can have some kind of sense of a better way to answer questions.
Right, or how about...
She's under a lot of pressure. She's
Yeah.
making a lot of...
I mean, this is the life she chose, though, Bree. This is the life she chose.
I'm just saying, though.
No slack.
I'm just saying.
Cut her no slack. This is what you signed up for.
Yep.
You wanted to be our MAGA hogger? This is what falls in your desk.
It's not just all, parties at Government House.
No,
there's real work to be done
parties,
here.
Shaking hands, going enjoying some money, whatever, this and that. When there's a crisis, you got to be ready for it. This is exactly what they signed up for.
But this is an unprecedented crisis.
Yeah. No, we get that. I mean,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This is what they would respond. This is something like this. It's happening all across the world.
Yes,
Right.
and that's why they say adapt and overcome. We cannot give her slack that she's under this pressure. You have to adapt.
We're
and
under this
overcome.
pressure, man.
Yeah.
We're under this
We're
pressure out
under the
here.
pressure because we're broke.
Yeah.
Okay. And she has to adapt and overcome all of this. She has to find better solutions, better ways to do things, and better ways to say things. You know.
Right, or how about this, my friend? If you can't say things that are better, if you don't know how to answer the question, the governor has competent people on her team.
Yeah,
let them
appoint them to
shine. Let
answer
them
the
go up
question.
and answer.
Exactly. Yeah. Just let her watch enough of a Trump speech, and Trump does that same thing. He has a lot of professionals behind him, so he doesn't get choked up in the question. He calls one of his professionals up to answer the questions professionally.
And then they answer it professionally, and then he goes on after and disagrees with everything they
And then
say.
points fingers and then says the press is bad.
Anyway, man, I
Well,
feel
you guys-
for you.
Yeah.
And you're going back to the meals thing. All
Today?
the locations are like that, and we're going to give you all the
Big
locations.
ups to them. Big ups to them. They're doing as much as they can.
And I think they're providing an example. This is a need that they saw right at the beginning, right when we
Yes,
got the
yes.
3 COVID cases. This was something that and I just really wish that we would see the same concerted effort on the governor's side.
Yeah, but it's all we can do is just pray, man.
Yeah, light a
Yeah.
I
candle.
just hope everybody out there doesn't resort to crime and doing wrong things.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm watching the news and a lot of things in the state sides are starting to go a little bit hectic, and I hope it doesn't happen here.
Right.
We all hope it
Yeah.
doesn't.
I really hope everybody just keeps the faith and hopes that our governor makes moves before it comes to that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we don't want the governor to answer questions like this. We want, we want
Yeah.
her to do the right thing. Of course.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, thank you, man.
All right, you guys have a good one.
You
Okay,
too.
take care.
Okay, can we get those grab and go
Yeah,
locations?
grab and go, and they did actually add on a school for up north. So it's a Stumbo Elementary School, FB Leon Guerrero Middle School, Maria Ujoa